Oh, hello. I was jumping and a jiving to the song Jumpin' Jive. And no one sings it better than Cab Calloway. And why I'm in this of a mood? Because here in the pond, we're going to do a shout out. Throughout the month of January, we're going to give you lost gold. And we're going to show you, and we're going to try to portray the story and some of the clips you can find on YouTube of great gold that has been, I think, that has been lost. Cue the music. Hello, and welcome to this part of the pond, where it's the Bullfrog and the one, the only Newt.
Face reveal at 100,000 subscribers.
We would love the subscribers, and you want to see that face. I mean, you just wake up and you see yourself in the mirror, you go, oh crap, I have to live with that. Never make fun of your editor. And when he's your cousin, because guess what? There's family reunions, family hangouts, and potlucks. He's going to have a lot of time to brew on how he's going to get back at me. Hopefully it won't be on the video of this editing.
Thanks for the idea.
Putting that aside, whoop, into the trash can it goes. Dang it, missed. Again, we are talking about one of the most craziest things, well, not really crazy, but interesting things about Hollywood history. We all remember Black Panther, the first all-black movie with the late, great Chadwick Boseman. Not only he played Black Panther, but he also played Jackie Robinson, one of my most favorite of all favorite athletes. As iconic as amazing Black Panther is, before that, back in the day of the 1940s, the first all-black movie came out, Stormy Weather. And at the end of that movie, you get an iconic song by the iconic, late, great Blues Brother legend, Cab Calloway. And in that last moment, that last scene of Cab Calloway singing Jumpin' Jive, the iconic, basically it is written for big bands. And Cab Calloway is one of the great legends of big bands. But in that clip, we see iconic gold. I consider now lost gold. And that is the Nicholas Brothers. I stumbled on them last year. Me and my dad, Papa Frog, were just sitting there tubing, and for some random reason, greatest tap dance ever. Wow. Let's try iconic tap dance. Oh. The best tap dance ever. Oh, it's the same thing. One of the first videos you'll ever see is the Jumpin' Jive with the Nicholas Brothers. And face it, that scene is amazing. And little old me get curious, and I put myself down a rabbit hole and fell in love. For those of us who are like me, who are these two? These two are, I hope I say the first guy's name right, Bayard and Harold Nicholas. They had no teachers. Bayard grew up around the dance hall with his parents, vaudevilling, and he saw tap dancers. He learned from watching, and everything he learned, he taught his younger brother. So when you see any other scenes, remember, no one taught them. It's just the oldest and the younger playing off each other. That's where their knowledge came from. Holy crap! I mean, Newt, with that knowledge, how you're going?
That just blows my mind that they could be that good without having been taught.
And when you look at their videos, and here's a small list. I bet there's a ton more. But this is just a small list of their dances you can find on YouTube. And you can begin with Lucky Numbers when they're little kids, and go from that one to the Orchestra Wives, I Got a Gal in Kalamazoo. But you can skip the whole song beat and go to the 4-minute, 10-second mark. And that's where the Nicholas Brothers come, and just watch. You will fall in love. And you get that from, again, it's on YouTube. The YouTube name for this video is weird. It's the Nicholas Brothers jumping through train windows. It's still just as fun. And a really, really good one is Down in Argentina Way. And there's another video called Be a Clown, Nicholas Brothers and Gene Kelly. That is the interesting thing. Them dancing with Gene Kelly. When you watch all these videos and then see them dance with Gene Kelly, you can't help but think this. They're holding back. Gene Kelly, one of the iconic Golden Age legends. He's the guy holding the two brothers back? I mean, look at, if you compare that video to all their others, you see there's more energy. These guys who had no teacher, self-taught, looks like they're the ones holding back with Gene Kelly? And they go from that to suddenly winning a Tony Award, getting a star on the boardwalk, on the boardwalk of fame. I think I'm saying it right. Also to getting the Kennedy Center honors. And by the way, during the Great Depression, these guys were fine dining while the rest of the world was starving. And they did all of this great success on the backs of just their own sweat. It's amazing. I mean, that's an amazing story. It shows that throughout trouble, you can still survive. 2021 has a rough start. 2020 was rough. Looks like 2021 could be just as rough. So we're beginning with this to let you know you can still survive. You can still persevere. These two guys have this great success story during the 1930s and 40s. And so this is probably the first most interesting of the pond, because we've always done reviews and deep dives. But this one is our first shout out. En cuerdas, I hope for that video to get 100 million views. And for Nicholas Brothers, I want the same thing. Because most of their views are like 100,000, 2 or 3 are at 1 million. But I want all of their stuff to get 100 million. It's just that iconic. It's just that great. I mean, you may notice, I'm starting to notice that musicals are coming up a little bit more in Hollywood with La La Land, Greatest Showman, anything Disney, really. And I hear that it could be more musicals on the way. Hey guys, take a look at these videos. I don't want to say it again. Hey Newt, post it right here. The list. Got that? Because Hollywood, do some research. You'll never be able to dance like these guys. I think that is amazing. I think no one can. Gene Kelly, dancing with them, looked like they were being held back. And Fred Astaire, another Hollywood Golden Age legend, openly admitted that the Jumpin' Jive video of them dancing is the best tap dancing of all. And you can find that by A, Jumpin' Jive, Cab Calloway, B, Greatest Tap Dancing, C, Best Tap Dancing. And I'm willing to put money down that D, you can do iconic dancings, and that would still be up there. Well, here's the pond giving the Nicholas Brothers, late and great and just as iconic, a big giant shout out. What? That was for you, bros.
We're going to open our show tonight with very excitingly, because here are the two great dancing stars of the country and of the world. I remember them up at the Cotton Club when they were so big, and the first time they went to the coast with their dad and mother, I gave them a letter of introduction to Fred Astaire. They were very touched because when they got out there, these two little boys, they went and visited Fred at MGM, and he took them into his cottage back, on the lot, and he put on his records, and he did all of his dances for them. And then he said, now, fellas, you two big fellas here, you do your dances for me.